Former Vice President Joe Biden and potential presidential candidate has been embroiled in a sexual harassment, inappropriate touching scandal that began when Lucy Flores, who is a Democratic politician, told the story about how Joe Biden basically, when she was about to go on stage at this Democratic event, he went up behind her, smelled her hair, and kissed her on the back of the head at a professional work event with, not knowing her previously. It's not like they were family friends and this was just a good old affectionate kiss. To me, I see all of these Democrats making excuses for him. I saw Mika Brzezinski on Morning Joe basically saying, we can't tarnish these people who can beat Trump. First of all, I'm not convinced that Joe Biden can beat Trump. Centrists seem to have a problem against Donald Trump, lest we forget what happened 2 to 3 years ago. People have very short memories when they're parts of the establishment, and it's very convenient for them to forget that stuff. But Nancy Pelosi, she did not excuse Joe Biden's actions, but she fell short of calling it disqualifying for office. Let's watch.
I don't think it's disqualifying because I think disqualifying is with what your intention is. He's an affectionate person to children, to senior citizens, to everyone. That's just the way he is, but that's just not the way. Join the Straight Arm Club with me, if you will. People's space is important to them, and what's important is how they receive it, not necessarily how you intended it.
Look, for me, I liked what she had to say about the Straight Arm Club, and it's not the worst response in the world, but my point is, can you imagine if Bernie Sanders was accused by multiple women at this point of inappropriate touching, of kissing someone on the back of the head who he didn't know, another Democrat, by the way, another Democratic politician? This is a workplace setting. He was the vice president at the time, so the imbalance of power is immeasurable. And, Pelosi speculating about his intentions. I don't even think his intentions were, I'm going to sleep with Lucy Flores for sure. But who cares about his intentions? We have a vast swath of candidates running for president in 2020. Why must we make excuses for this man who has been in public life for so long? Someone along the way had to say this isn't the right thing to do. You have to be cognizant of that imbalance in power. And Nancy Pelosi seems to be defending him purely because he is a powerful establishment Democrat who was a part of the Obama administration. And if you're a Democrat, criticizing the Obama administration is seen, oh, how dare you? And she's the leader of the Democratic Party. I get it. All I'm saying is that we have so many people running for president. He has been vice president, he's sold books, he's run for president twice and has not been successful. He's been a career politician for his entire life. He's overcome immense personal trauma and grief and loss. Bro, just sit this one out. Don't do it. You're gonna get crushed. You're gonna get crushed on your policies, and you're gonna get crushed by your conduct. And last point about Nancy Pelosi. Come on, if this was a Republican, are we really having this conversation? She would bring the hammer down on him. We should be consistent in our criticisms of people. This is creepy. This is weird. And we have a lot of other options. I will say it once again. Joe Biden, you don't need to run, buddy. Sit on a beach in Martha's Vineyard and enjoy a cocktail. Holy Lord.